o'clock in the morning. Well, actually, I think it's probably about 7:30 now. It's ever so slowly becoming daylight. Looks like a really dry, no, no it doesn't. It looks like a really dark and dingy, like snow cloudy day, which is fine. Like when I used to live in England and we used to have these grey days because everything was grey, like all the concrete and all the puddles, I don't know, buildings, it felt really dark and grey. But now living with the winter and the snow, having like the dark grey days with the big like snow clouds is okay because you've got like all the real white fluffy snow that makes it seem like way brighter. So it's not as depressing or dreary. It's not as dreary. It's funny living in the winter. It's funny living in the snow, like with the winters that I have now. You get like very, very different days. You get like really, really ice cold, crisp, freezing days that are minus 20 degrees. Far too cold for animals, bugs, birds. Really still and crisp, but even the trees are like frozen solid with like frost, all like what you see on the Christmas cards. Kind of growing up in the UK, you'd get a Christmas card and all the trees would be covered in frost. They are like the ice cold, crispy days. They're so nice. And then you get like the sunny days. So they are really, really white, snowy days on the ground, but the sky is totally clear, and you get like this really, really like bright blue, crisp sky with no clouds, and then it's kind of like warm enough so there's no frost on the trees, and the trees are really, really, really green. So then you've got like the white and the green and the really crisp blue sky, and then the sun reflects off the snow and blinds you. But then you get these days which are like really dreary and dark, and either they can be really warm where everything's melting, or you have like really cold ones where it's snowing all day, and then the trees are really dark, really, really, really dark green. There's no frost in the trees, and they're really like grey and cosy days. And all of them, I love all of them. The snow just seems to make the winter way less dreary, basically, and that's quite nice. So yeah, today's one of those days. It doesn't really inspire you to go out, but that's okay. I've got a bit of a dreary day actually, and I've got to be at work in a little while, so I'll get ready in a minute. I've got a few lessons today, and then before then I need to do some paperwork, pay some bills, answer some emails, really exciting stuff. So I'll get ready, do the paperwork, pay the bills, answer all the emails, have some breakfast, and then yeah, I'll head into work for a couple of hours. I might get time to do some snowboarding this afternoon, but it really depends on the conditions. I probably won't bother if it's warm and melting. Depends how cold it is. But yeah, maybe I'll do that. Yeah, so I'll go into work for a couple of hours, get some snowboarding, and I'll probably try and go to the gym this evening because I'm trying to get back into going to the gym and eating healthily and cutting out. It's a story of my life. Honestly, I feel like I say this all the time. I'm trying to get back into going to the gym, I should just probably just say it, stop saying it and just start saying I go to the gym, I eat healthily. Because I keep saying I'm going to try. Anyway, I'm rambling a little bit, I'm tired. It's early in the morning. I didn't sleep that great last night. I have these I'm a bit of an active sleeper, so like I can't talk this morning. I'm really sorry. I wake up in the night talking, but it's not like lying there asleep talking. It's like sitting bolt upright, eyes open talking, standing in the corner of the room, eyes open talking. And like my closet is behind my bed, so I sleep here, and my closet is round there, I should say. So a lot of my dreams are very, very vivid, and it's usually about something like coming out of there or like on the floor down by the side of my bed. But I wake up, and when I'm talking, I'm not awake. even though it seems like I'm awake, I'm acting like I'm awake, I'm not awake. And then during that process I will wake up, and now it's got to the point where I just like roll my eyes and lay back down and go to sleep because I'm just bored of myself. Whereas in the beginning it was like, what the hell am I doing? But now, yeah, I'm just like, oh God, this again. So yeah, that happened last night. I think I dreamt about some kind of pink fairy monster alien coming out of my wardrobe down on the floor next to my bed. So maybe if I move, I should not get a house with a closet behind my head. Maybe it's messing with my head. I don't really know. Anyway, so yeah, not a great sleeper. I love sleep and I'm good at it and I can sleep anywhere. But a lot of nights when I'm in my bed, I will wake up thinking something's coming to get me. I hope you all have a nice day. I'm going to go get ready now, and I'll take you through my day with me. But I apologise, it's not like a real rambunctious day. It's just a normal day. Work, bills, gym, dinner, snowboarding, maybe. Yeah, so if you are interested in what that might look like, please follow along. You can hit subscribe if you want to. That would be really cool. I've got 5 subscribers now. And remember, by the end of the year, we're trying to get up to like 1.5 million views. You know, set your targets small and all that. Yeah, so follow along for the day. I will check back in with you once I'm dressed and ready and not in my pyjamas. it says 1 minute left, even though last night I cleared it off. It doesn't make any sense. I'm still trying to figure it out. But basically, after I spoke to you yesterday, now it says 0 minutes. It's going to cut out. Is it? If it cuts out, that's why, and I will pick up again later. But basically, last night I tried to clear off the whole memory card. Tried to make space because I knew I'd be doing this again today, but it doesn't look like it's worked, so I'll try again in a minute. I'm just having some breakfast, some yogurt and granola and blueberry jam. I need to go to work again today. Again, I've got a bit of a later morning, so I don't need to be there until about 10:30, which is really good. So now I'm just paying some bills and answering some emails, having some breakfast, and taking some ginger shot. I don't know if you've seen this before, but I found it in the supermarket, and it's like ginger, apple, lemon and chili, and it's really good. I don't know how good it is. Problem solved. I just found a memory card, a different memory card. All problems are solved. I'm thinking it's empty. I just found it, so I think it's empty. Hopefully this one won't cut out. It doesn't say anything on the screen about how long left I've got. So yes, up and running. New memory card is in. This memory card is full. So I will empty this memory card onto my computer and start dividing up the files, editing them and putting this video out. Hopefully it gets more than 1 view or 2 views. Tragic that my video with the most views is 3 views. It's hard when you put on YouTube and you're seeing people and they've got like 1.57 million views. Crazy to me. Like 3 views. Are you joking? I think 2 of them was me. Well, I don't know. I don't know. Is it even possible? Obviously it's possible to get to 1.5 million views, but how? Like how long does it take? Do I even want that many? Probably not. I don't know. Maybe. Let's see. Let's just say yes. Let's say yes. That's the goal. 1.5 million views by the end of the year. Yeah. Is that whatever? Let's move on. Last night I was on YouTube and I found a new creator that I'd never heard of before. Her name is Zoe Sugg and she's got like 5 million subscribers. That is insane. That's huge. That's bigger than I thought. Like other people I watch, like Molly May Hague, she has 1.9 million subscribers and I thought that was a lot. And she had like the jumping off platform of Love Island. So I don't know who Zoe Sugg is, but 5 million subscribers is a huge commitment, a huge responsibility. I haven't watched any. I watched one of her videos last night, which was quite good. So I think I'm going to start watching her and seeing what she does. And yeah, I don't know. This is my like 5th or 6th video, so I can't really complain, to be fair. What was I talking about? Yeah, I'm just paying bills, answering some emails, and yeah, having breakfast. I've got some yogurt. This is what I was talking about. I've got this ginger shot, apple, ginger, lemon, and chili. It's a little bit spicy actually, but it feels good for me. I think it's good for me. Everything I hear about ginger and chili, it's good for your gut, it's good for your immune system. I don't actually know if that's true. But I'm going to take it. It feels like it's good for you because it's kind of gingery and spicy and yeah, so it feels like it's good. I'm going to finish up here and then head to work. I need to be there for about 10:30 and then I'll be there until about 4 o'clock. And today's Friday, so glad it's Friday. And then this weekend I'll probably go snowboarding. Tomorrow and Sunday. There's been a bit of snowfall overnight, so yeah, that's probably what I'll do in my weekend. I just found this. I found this hole in my decking. I'll take you and show you. There is an animal living. First of all, I'll show you the footprints, if you can see them. Okay, so I'm just trying to get the hang of like the brightness and the whatever on this camera. But can you see these footprints? Look. They're not like anything I recognise. It might be a bit dark for you to see, but I'm not sure. But they go all the way through past my bedroom door. And then something is living. Don't want it to jump out at me. Something's living down there. But the hole is massive. And the footprints. I don't know if you can see them. Let me try and change them. Is that a bit better? Is that too dark? I won't know till I edit the video. Yeah, the footprints are like nothing I've ever seen. And the hole is so big. Like, what is it that could be living under there? The hole is massive. I'm used to like a mouse, or there's a stoat, I think it's called, that just came to me. I was thinking ferret or weasel, but it's a little stoat. I'm used to them in the garden. They kind of live through the winter. And the stoats can have brown fur or white fur or whatever. And little mice. But that hole is massive. A little bit scary. And the footprints, it's not like a rabbit where there's like two and then two behind. And there's no kind of like pulling through the snow. So whatever it is taking like big confident steps. Ah! I'm just trying to think what other animals that we get around here. I don't know if we get like Wolverine. Is that mental? Is a like, what even is a Wolverine? Is it like a big cat? I can just picture Wolverine, the Marvel character, and I don't think he's living under there. Maybe a lynx, that would be terrifying. A lynx, do we get them? As long as it's not a bear or something that's going to rip my face off, I'm okay. Maybe it's a baby deer. Maybe it's a rabbit or a hare. Maybe it's something friendly and nice, like from Bambi or Cinderella or something. I just don't want it to be something terrifying. And when does it come out? Like if it's nighttime and I put a camera there, am I going to find? Maybe I should do that. Maybe I could set my camera up so it becomes nighttime. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just too scared. Anyway, I'm going to finish up here, get myself ready to go to work. Don't know if I'm going to take you with me again. I'm just not really ready. I did the shopping yesterday and I couldn't take the camera. Eventually, maybe I'll grow into that person, but right now, maybe I'll take you with you. Maybe I'll take you with me. I've got chili for dinner, which you saw that I made yesterday. And yeah, I probably will go to the gym this evening actually, because I was going to go yesterday, but I didn't feel so good. Had like period cramps, menstrual cramps. I don't know what the correct term is that you should say on YouTube, but I had cramps, and so I didn't go yesterday. But I think maybe I'll go to work, finish at 4, come home, do an hour in the gym, come home, have some chili and edit, and that sounds like a good Friday night. And then tomorrow snowboarding, and maybe I'll take you with me then. So yeah, see you soon. So I've just finished in the gym. You just saw me doing a few different things in the gym. I apologise for my gym clothing. I looked in the mirror and I got there and I thought, oh my God, it looks awful. It's all just like green and grey. Truth is, I don't really have anything that I love to wear to the gym. I used to go to the gym all the time. And I used to have clothes that I loved wearing to the gym. But now I'm not feeling like I'm loving my body. So I'm not super excited about gym clothes. I hope to get back there. I think I will get back there. But also, my favourite gym leggings have just got holes. Just like basically, I've worn them through. Like in the crotch area, they've got holes now. They're from H&M, and I bought 2 pairs, and one pair snagged and got a hole in it ages ago, and then this pair I've been clinging onto for dear life. and I love them. They're my favourite all-time leggings, and H&M don't make them anymore. So now I'm experimenting with other leggings, and they're just not doing the same job. They're not performing the same. The leggings I'm wearing today are the ones with the pockets in the side. They're also from H&M, but they're kind of like that shiny, not shiny, but that shiny material which doesn't stay up. I can't really explain because they're not shiny at all, but it's kind of that really smooth, silky kind of material that doesn't really stay up. So I don't love them. They're practical for kind of everyday use, like if I'm going food shopping or whatever, but going to the gym and actually running and lifting weights, they slip down ever so slightly, and it's a little bit irritating. My old ones from H&M that now have holes in them, they were way more lycra, they were way more elasticated and kind of like lycra, not so smooth when you rubbed your hands on them, and they just stayed in place so good, and I loved them. So now I'm going through a bit of a period of where like not loving my body, not loving gym clothes. So for the now, just gonna have to make do with the groggy grey leggings and t-shirt. I don't really know. And then hopefully come towards summer, I'll feel a bit better in my skin, feel a bit better in my body, and then I can get excited about gym clothes again, because I see so many people on YouTube as well, like excited about gym clothes. Sorry, I just saw someone come out of the gym that I know, and I'm talking on my phone, and I'm kind of hoping that he is not going to notice. Surely it looks like I'm just on FaceTime or something. I don't know. Anyway, just gonna ignore him walking in front of the car. I see loads of people on YouTube like with all different gym fits and colours and exciting, and I really want to get there, and that's the aim really, is to just be excited about wearing clothes. I don't know. Sounds sad. Anyway, I'm gonna go home now, make some dinner, and yeah, I'll check in with you later. So I just completed the quick drive home. Hang on, let's set you on my steering wheel so you're not shaking. First of all, I want to say that I hope the footage, the lighting is so bad. I'm trying to use the reflection of my headlights to light me, but it just looks like I've got a big bruise, but I haven't, I swear. I also wanted to say that I've always got my headphones in if I'm shopping or going to the gym or whatever, and because I'm usually listening to a book. I go to a book club with like 5 or 6 other people, and every month we meet and then we choose a book that we're gonna read or listen to. And last month it was my choice in December, and we actually decided to do that book for 2 months because it was like 32 hours of listening, which is a really long book. The book I chose in December was called A Little Life. I can't remember the name of the author. Wait 1 second and I will find. Yeah, so the book that I chose back in December is called A Little Life by Hanya Yanagihara, and I'd seen it on BookTok. I'd seen loads of people saying that you have to read this book in your life. top 10 reads, top 10 books that you must read in a lifetime, and it was on a lot of people's top 10 book list, favourite, I don't know. So I really want to read it, and I chose that. I put it to the book group, to the book club, and they all agreed, and it was such a long book that we decided to allocate 2 months to it. And I just finished it last night, and oh my god, I don't think I'll ever forget it. I don't think I'll ever forget the book. You know how sometimes you read a book and you enjoy it, but you never think about it ever again after? Now, that's not how I feel about this book. There's only a handful of books in my life that I've read and that I will remember having read for the rest of my life. I have a terrible memory anyway, so I often forget books that I have read, movies that I have seen. I know that sounds crazy to some people, but if I've seen a movie 15 years ago or 10 years ago and someone says, have you seen this movie? Often I'll be like, I don't really know, I think so, but I don't really remember what happens in the movie. Same as books. Often I will not remember if I've read a book or not until I've kind of like read the back or started it again or whatever. But there are a handful of books that have kind of stuck with me, and the first one that ever stuck with me was A Child Called It. I read it when I was about 12 years old, which I'm not sure why, but I just thoroughly fell in love with the book. I didn't really know what it was about when I started reading it, but yeah, I was about 12 years old and I read A Child Called It when I was on a family holiday, and it just really obviously stuck with me. And it wasn't too much for me at 12 years old, but I never forgot it, and I never, you know, every now and then that child comes into my head. I can't remember his name. now, but that story comes into my head, and yeah, it just stuck with me. Another book that we've read in the book club that really stuck with me is called The Midnight Library by Matt Haig, and it got mixed reviews from the girls in book club. Some of them thought really nothing of it, some of them really enjoyed it, but I don't know, I really enjoyed it. It's about a woman who is really struggling with her life and suffers with depression, and she tries to commit suicide, and during the period of time between life and death, she finds herself in a library, and she's allowed to take any book off the shelf and explore that chapter of her life, had her life taken a different direction. And I like that kind of thing anyway. One of my favourite movies of all time is Serendipity. I just like that concept of if your life took a different turn, or if something had changed, or I guess you're either into that or you're not. But this book is really good if you like that kind of thing. It's a library that you find yourself in between the moments of life and death, and she gets to choose a book from the shelf and experience her life had it taken a different path. And I just really enjoyed that book, and one day I'll read it again and probably enjoy it again. I don't know why it really stuck with me. In a previous vlog on this channel, while I was cleaning my house, I showed you that I was listening to The Women, and again, that is also a really good book. It's kind of hard to stick to because it's kind of like a little bit down in the dumps. That's a bit of an understatement, but I really enjoyed like the women empowering women, the friendship of women, the love and the fondness that you experience between the women in that book. It kind of makes me a bit emotional talking about it now, which is a little bit crazy, but I just really enjoyed the connection of the women in that book. And I really recommend, if you're looking for another book to read or listen to, I really recommend it. It's not my genre whatsoever. It's about women who fought in Vietnam War, and the connections they made with other women in the war and how they were treated as women during that time. It's not something that I would have picked up off the shelf after reading the back of it, but I just loved it. I just really enjoyed that book, even though it is not on the happier side of book reading. It's sad and a little bit down, but it was really good. Anyway, the book that I recommended in December, A Little Life by Hanya Yanagihara, that book will stay with me, I think, for the rest of my life as well. It was 32 hours long, which is a huge book, and you start reading it and you've got no clue which direction the book's going to go in. It follows 4 male best friends through their lives, so it follows the 4 best friends from like late teens through to kind of like 60s, 70s. They're living in New York, and follows their lives and the things and the events that happen in their lives. And very kind of basic plot line, but so well written, and the story is so well told that I really recommend, if you've got 32 hours to spare. I listened to it. I didn't sit and read it because I didn't have the time, but I strongly recommend that you listen to it or read it and you stick with it. It's a long time, and there are parts where it kind of, it doesn't get boring, but it kind of levels off, but it picks back up again. You have to really stick with it, and you get to know the characters and their tragedies and their excitement and their jobs and their ups and their downs, and if you can stick with it, it's so good and it's so emotional. And we have like this ongoing joke in book club that I'm a bit of a crier. When I listen to books or read books, often the book will make me cry. Whether something good happens or something bad, I will cry. And if I'm listening to it in the supermarket, or if I'm in the gym, or if I'm at home, then I'll be walking around the supermarket like a crazy person, crying, listening to this book, which is a little bit funny. And this book made me cry, and not at the place that I thought it would make me cry. It made me cry at a part of the book where I didn't think that that's what would tip me over the edge. But I really recommend it, A Little Life by Hanya Yanagihara. The reason I wanted to come on here and talk about it is because we are now taking on another book. So that book was December and January, and we will meet in February to discuss that book. However, Rebecca Yarros has just brought out her 3rd book in the 5-book series of Fourth Wing. No? I don't know what you call this whole series, but basically she's just released on like the 21st of January Onyx Storm. And if you have read the first two, then I know that you know what I'm talking about. She had Fourth Wing, and then I can't remember what the second book was called. Something Flame, Storm. No, that's the third one. The first one's called Fourth Wing. The second one's called something else. The third one is called Onyx Storm, and it's just been released now on the 21st of January. And all the girls, we read Fourth Wing as a book back in like February, March last year. Then we read the second one. So now we've been waiting for this third book to come out, and everyone's so excited that it's come out. So we've raced to finish A Little Life, and now today while I was in the gym pressed play on Onyx Storm. And I know quite a few different people who are starting that one now as well. So that's Rebecca Yarros for Fourth Wing. If you've not read it, I really recommend. Again, totally not my genre. It's the first kind of fantasy otherworld book that I've read. It's about dragons and dragon fighters, which sounds really not up my street, but it's so good. It's so it also, what's the word, it's just so well written. She's done such a good job, and all reviews, or not reviews, all of like the press that she's released about this book, she explains that, you know, it's tipped her over the edge. I think she might have even had a breakdown writing the third book, and she's going to take the next few years to slowly write book 4 and 5. I really recommend it. It's about a girl and a guy, dragon riders. That's all I want to say, because I don't want to ruin anything. I just loved it. I couldn't put it down. It's a little bit filthy, which I like. It follows a love story, which I like, and then you add dragons into it, which I didn't even consider enjoying, but it's so good. So yeah, when I was in the gym just now, I pressed play on Onyx Storm. That's what I'm going to listen to next. But yeah, I just wanted to jump on here and tell you about that as well, because that's another thing that I've got going on. Looks like I've got no hair, but you just can't see it. Anyway, it's getting darker and darker, so I'm gonna close this down and go inside, have a shower, make some dinner, and maybe I'll check back in with you, or maybe I'll close this vlog down and I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Don't know if you can hear me, but just got in from the shower, started dinner. No, don't know if you can hear me. Just got in from the gym. About to jump in the shower, and I've started dinner, so I'll have a shower, do everything I need to do, and then go and eat some dinner and maybe watch a movie or something. Just wanted to show you that I put oil in my hair last night. My hair is so thin. This is a big deal for me to like put this on camera. It's not something that I want to point out to people. My hair isn't thinning, but it's definitely not in a good state. It's dry, it's limp, it's not, what's the word, vibrant? No, it's a bit dull. Like it's not, I don't know, it's not like bouncy flouncy hair that you see loads of other people having. So at the moment it's just got rosemary oil and Moroccan oil. What I've started to do is use one of the scalp stimulator brushes and put rosemary oil in this top section, and then I spray Moroccan oil on the ends. And I've heard such good stuff about rosemary oil, so I'm really hoping over the next kind of 12 months that I see a bit of a difference. One of the things I will say is that where I live, the water is really dry, so I do notice a big difference when I'm in the UK for a while and I'm washing my hair there. Like, I don't see a difference to like the kind of dinginess. I see a difference to like my scalp. My scalp is so dry, but I see a massive difference. If I'm in the UK for a while and I'm washing my hair there, my scalp has time to recover. But here, for some reason, the water is so dry that it just dries my scalp out so much that it is like flaky and dry. I don't know if you can see. But yeah, I'm struggling with my hair basically. I'm on some kind of hair journey, I guess, but it's just a bit sad. Like I want like big, beautiful, bouncing hair. My hair isn't thick and luscious anyway. It's kind of, it is what it is, I suppose. But yeah, rosemary oil, Moroccan oil. I put it on last night, I slept in it, I've been out today. It's not super greasy, and I had it plaited back, so yeah, it doesn't get everywhere. But I'll shower and wash it out now. And yeah, just hope that over the next few months, maybe I see a bit of an improvement. As for the scalp dryness, unless I don't know, start using different water, then I guess my scalp's not going to. Oil doesn't seem to help. I can't seem to find anything that does help with the dryness of my scalp. Anyway, sorry to bore you. Just got in from the gym, gonna have a shower now and then have some dinner and watch a movie. And it's Saturday night, so that's nice. Don't have to get up tomorrow for anything.